Hello my lovelies, you join me en route to Sheffield, and in this video I am going to demonstrate why the best car for collecting Facebook Marketplace bargains is in fact a Rover 25 diesel. Cue the funky 1970s porn soundtrack.
The YouTube channel's not any good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Boaty.
To make YouTube videos with...
Oh, you had me at YouTube videos. Let's go, Boaty.
In 3.5 miles, turn right onto Newport Road.
Now, those of you who are members of my inner sanctum, those of you who are members of my inner sanctum will be very well aware that for a while now I've been obsessing over my Land Rover lunches idea. You'll have seen it in, oh gosh, videos going back to the end of last year. I've banged on about it in my live streams. And it has been mentioned more than once in my Facebook community group, Boaty's World on Facebook. Find it, join it if you're not already a member. It's slightly above average. And I have, of course, now actually done an initial test Land Rover lunch video, which I enjoyed very much. And that video did highlight the need for some additional bits of equipment going forward, and I need to stop going don't I? Do without that. Tricky though. It's tricky all round, this broadcasting malarkey. You know, you think you're doing all right, you're talking normally, and then when you get to the edit and you listen to yourself, you think, well, you're an absolute barking twerp. What's the matter with you? Anyway, that's not the point really, is it? Well, I mean, it's a point. It's not the point. We're not dealing with a single point here. I've done it again! Jesus wept. Don't say Okay, jolly good. Splendid. I need to say I need to say I just need to say it, and I'm not going to give in, except I obviously did just say it. The point that I'm trying to make, I mean, I could edit it out if I spoke carefully. Where's the fun in that? And its effort. Don't dare! Oh, God above. Other bits of equipment are going to be necessary. Oh, now I'm sounding professional, aren't I? Other bits of, oh, God. I'd be hopeless in just a minute, wouldn't I? Bzz. Hesitation. That's a point to the rest of the world, and you get the subject. I need more bits for the Land Rover lunches going forward. And, of course, I live in a state of being permanently either teetering on the brink of being skint or indeed being absolutely skint. Which means that when I...
Turn right.
Do you mind?
To Newport Road.
Do you mind, please? I'm broadcasting. And as has been proven, I struggle enough without being interrupted by you. There, now then. Well, that's her told, isn't it? Bloody interrupting cow. I mean, I know she's only trying to help, but still. You know, spoils the flow. It's like being interrupted in the middle of a much needed whittle. So yeah, if I need things then that means second-hand bargains. And for me, as for many others, no doubt, second-hand bargains means Facebook Marketplace. And I think I have found some bargains. God. And we are on our way to hopefully collect them from some sort of estate in deepest Sheffield. Well, I say deepest Sheffield, it's this side of Sheffield. And we are, of course, doing it in Deric, the Rover 25 diesel, which I am slowly but surely falling head over heels in love with, but which is for sale. And I'm going to demonstrate why I think it's the perfect car for the person seeking out Facebook Marketplace bargains. Why? Well, one,
Turn right
it's in...
onto Newbold Road, then turn left onto Johnston Road.
Thank you so much. Well, one, it's incredibly economical. So, your trip to collect your bargains is going to cost you less than it would in most other vehicles, which means that you can either save money, or for the same money you can expand your distance of searching, therefore giving you more chance and opportunity to snag that bargain. And the other reason is
4 miles, turn left onto Sheepridge Lane.
yeah, thank you. And the other reason is a Rover 25, despite being a compact or small car, you bang those back seats down and you have got a surprising amount of space. And I'm going to be proving that when we hopefully pick up these rather splendid bargains. Well, that was a nice Merc coupe, wasn't it? All right, darlings, that was a nice tree tunnel. I'll bring you back when I can think of something else to say that doesn't involve saying or shouting at the nice guidance lady on my portable electric telephone. Thank you so much, and stand by.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Sheepridge Lane.
Yeah, got it. Thanks, darling.
Turn left onto the A61. 6 lane.
This brings back memories. I used to deliver around here, and just on the left there was one of my little park up for a cigarette break spots. That was a rather splendid lady in a hat, wasn't it? I do like a lady in a hat. I must say that, generally speaking, Sheffield is a city that I dislike less than most. I've become strangely fond of Sheffield, the city of Seven
At the
Hills.
roundabout, take the second exit onto Blackstock Road.
Right you are, thanks love.
In 1.4 miles, turn left onto Callow Road.
Oh, we're nearly there. That was easy, and we're a little bit ahead of time. Oh, look, Mark II Granada on the left, and it's a gear spec, judging by the alloys, or at least it's got gear alloys on it. Let's have a look. Yeah, that was, well, certainly badged anyway as a 2.8 non-injection gear, and it looked viable. It looked like a car in use.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Callow Road.
I'm very fond of that Granada. things you see when you haven't got your gun. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. How are the wife and kids? Gosh, they're unusual, aren't they? Look, you kind of go over a drawbridge arrangement. Oh, maybe you can't see. There were somewhat incongruous little blocks of flats on the right hand side, and you kind of went over a drawbridge stroke bridge arrangement to access each block. At least there's green around. Look, there's grass and there's trees, and you know, wouldn't be the worst place to live, would it? Oh, Lees Hall Wood, a state pub there on the right hand side, and a bloody National Express coach. What's he doing here? Oh gosh, what are these?
Turn right onto Callow Drive. Then the destination is on your left.
Oh, crumbs. Right. It looks as if we're heading to a flat in a tower block. That's interesting. Right, it's somewhere in this one.
The destination is on your left.
I'll edit that bit out.
Arrived.
Okay.
This is 107.8 megahertz.
Hey Siri, drive home.
I don't think you're insured for that.
Hey?
Call ended.
Okay, my lovelies. Well, that was a very slightly surreal experience. Where did you say to go, love? Right. So I had to find the correct flat, but he didn't say what floor he was on. So I'm buggering about up and down the stairs and in the lift, and somewhat unusual building with some interesting tenants. The second time I jumped into the lift, there was a lovely gentleman in there smoking an enormous joint. I met some interesting people on the stairwells, and lunchtime drinking does appear to be a thing, and cans of Stella were the beverage of choice. However, the chap was perfectly nice, and I think I've got a boot full of bargains, darlings, but we'll have a proper look when I get home. I didn't, this sounds awful, I didn't film it there and then because I fancied not hanging around, shall we say. Let's just say I was keen to get home for lunch. Oh, and if you look, there's the drawbridge things that I was talking about on the way here. Well, what an interesting trip out we've had. But hopefully we've snagged some extraordinary bargains. Fingers crossed. But we're doing okay for time. It's now 12 minutes past 1. So we're going to be home in good time for lunch. And I was a busy boy this morning. I got today's video edited. I left it uploading, so by the time we get home it should be uploaded, and all I need to do is the thumbnail and description and whatnot. Where am I going here? Straight over, isn't it? I know where I am now, don't I? I think I do. Yeah, of course I do.
In 3.6 miles, keep left towards Johnston and Sheffield. Take the third exit onto Wetleg Road.
This never used to be a roundabout. This is new. Well, it's probably not new, it's probably been here a while, but it wasn't here the last time that I was, and that's the point. I'm going to leave this bit in because I know that one of my subscribers, I can't remember which one, used to work here on the left, I think, one of these places. One of my lady subscribers, I think. And I'm sure that used to be a karting place back in the day.
Turn right onto Johnston Road.
Well, I don't mind if I do, my lovely. I've got two. Oh, Clark Ice is super whippy. I haven't been able to look at an ice cream van the same way since that
In
Peter K
1.5
thing.
miles, turn right onto Headlight Road.
In my mind now, all ice cream vans are secretly dealing in pornography and God knows what else. Although I suppose they wouldn't be dealing in pornography now, would they? That's all gone since the advent of the internet and smartphones and devices. Gosh. Yeah, what a thought. So what are ice cream vans dealing in now they can't deal in pornographic magazines and videos?
In 1 mile, turn right onto Headlight Road.
Ice creams, I suppose. And possibly drugs. No offence to any ice cream men who happen to watch this televisual broadcast. Okay, what exactly is going on here, do we think? We've got a lorry that appears to have stopped at a somewhat silly place and is gesticulating, as we saw there, people to go past, which is what we've done. I quite like the idea of people making the equivalent of hand signals with their private parts, in which case they would be more testiculating, I suppose. $1,960 is a much bigger number than 3. I like going to the shops and farting. I like going to the shops and farting. I like going to the shops and farting. That is what I like. Here we are. 1:34. Excellent. In jolly good time for lunch. Splendid. Right, my lovelies, let me show you. Noisy boy. Let me show you our little haul. Noisy boys. Look how much room there is. And the seats fold down ever so easily. Just flick those things there, bang the seats down. And this is what I bought. Elite double table. That's like 90 quid's worth. Arizona chair, about 80 quid's worth. Oh, elite single table. This was a bonus. I didn't know we were getting that. And then I think there are 2 of these. Right, let's get them inside and see if they actually contain what they're supposed to. Oh, and before I go on, huge thanks to the lovely Joe Cox, who sent me some wind deflectors for Boo. And they arrived this morning, very early this morning. In fact, the Knocky man woke me up. And I had to stumble downstairs in my night attire. But that's grand. It meant I had a good early start to the morning. So thank you so much, Joe. With everything else, I'm not sure that they're going to get fitted today. But tomorrow is going to be Land Rover Day. Oh, yes. Gosh, well, there's an immense amount of stuff here. Well, let's have a proper look, shall we? Okay, well, a couple of things are without question here. We've obviously got a bargain. For the grand sum of £40, we've got over 300 quid's worth of equipment. What is also completely evident is that I can't use any of it because I'm too stupid. So here is the Arizona chair that I'm unable to set up. Here is the Arizona single table that I was unable to set up. Here is the Adventure Ridge camping kitchen cupboard thing that I'm unable to set up. There's another one of those that I've left in the bag. And here is the Elite double table, which is a double version of this. So given that it's the same thing, just double the size, that means I won't be able to set it up. So splendid. How can I not be pleased with that? 40 quid well spent. There's always an outside chance that after a couple of years of effort, I might actually learn how to use some of it. Let's not hold our breath though, eh? Okay, I have actually mastered the art of the table. And if I can do this single one, it means I can do that double one. So that's something. That remains a mystery. And don't even get me started on that. Okay, I bring you an update. I have mastered the chair. and it's actually rather good. So it's time to grab some lunch now, but yeah, after a few stumbling blocks, I'm actually, yeah, we'll come back to that. I'm quite a happy bunny. Splendid. Well, lunch was excellent, and I'm beginning to get my head around things now, and it's all rather good. The chair, which I've washed and I'm now leaving to dry, that's excellent. Much more substantial than my other one, and quite a costly bit of kit. The tables will be very useful, they're sorted. And these, now I've got two of these. These are camping kitchens, so, you know, the idea is that they fold up into these cupboard type arrangements and you store your foods and whatnot in there. Now for my own Land Rover lunches, that's not something that I'm going to need, but could be useful when I do the big cookouts with the chefs from work. And I'm not sure if this is an intended feature, but when you put the doings on the top here, you've got a cooking platform that would be way too high for the vast majority of people, but just the right height for me. And yeah, I got two of these, so pretty good, isn't it? I can't imagine many occasions, if any, where I'd be using all of this gear at the same time, but it does give me quite a variety of options and a bit of flexibility. There's the other one of those. That's how it packs up. Whether I'll ever get that one to pack up like this one again, I don't know, but I'll try. I must admit to being quite impressed by these wiper blades, and apparently I have been sent a link for where to buy them, but I can't remember and I can't find it, but they look pretty good, don't they? They're supposed to operate as kind of a hybrid between your old school Bosch and the like, and your modern Aeroblade. And we've got a matching one at the back as well. I like the way they look, and they certainly seem to work very well indeed, so I must find out where those come from. Or just nick the ones up this and replace it with, I could swap them with Shisons. Nobody would notice. As long as I don't tell anybody, I'll be fine. Those are definitely non-standard headlight bulbs. Look at the difference between head and side. Maybe the camera won't pick it up properly, but yeah, they're definitely some kind of special ones. Time for me to go home, and I go be.
Boats would like to express his heartfelt appreciation to his amazing channel members. Alan Searle, Project MGTF, Rosé Chicks, Chef Daniel, The Greenwood, Typhoon Cat, Richard Mahon, Dinosaur Dad, GPS OMG, Car Crazy Norwegian, Tricia Alderman, Black Lines, Classic Wheels Weld, Sha Brown, Jimmy Quinn, Joe Cox, Project Nigel, Joe Harwood, _ Everything Car, Mr. George Roger Boaty, Stiqlg, Bad Books, Benny the Worst, Nigel Fleck, Dumpy Dump, Rob Brooks, Wetleg's Rear End, Hookton Classics, Holly Halls, John Moruzzi, Ujul, General Cheeseburger, Pinboo Concorde, Psychonaut 7 and Kevin Hugh. Your support means the world to him, you're all fucking legends and he thanks you from the heart of his bottom. Thanks also to everyone who supported the channel in other ways with super chat, super thanks or just by watching the videos and leaving your knob alone when the advert come on. See you on the next video. Oh, and I'm not wearing any panties.